Hey everybody, G for Games here, and today I'm actually going to be talking about two DS games that I personally enjoy. That will be DQM1 and DQM2. They're really called Dragons, Quest, Monsters, and Joker, but I only keep it a little simple. And they're made by Square. They're made by Square Onyx, and which is well known for making Blue Dragon and the other Dragon Quest video games. So. Yeah, pretty obvious, really. Um, I really do enjoy these games, and the thing is, I don't see a lot of reviews on them, which is kind of funny. But the thing is, I loved about like some of these games was like DQM. One was the monsters, like all the different monsters in here, like like the dragon monsters or the slime monsters, the beast monsters, the demon monsters. There's a ton. And I just love that's what I just loved about them. It's like every time you combine a monster, which is known as synthesizing them, but I'm just gonna say combined. Every time you combine a monster, it's like you get something new. Like yeah, you when you capture a monster, you can actually combine it with another monster. And how that works is that you need a plus monster and you need a minus monster. All right. So any kind of any like monster will do really, unless you want to try to get a certain kind of monster that you may need like like you'll need that one certain monster, you need that one other monster, really. And this is one of the things that I actually kind of think it's annoying. The scouting, which is the way you capture the monsters. The scouting is basically this: you have like this little round circle in the top, and if you hit them, like you see like how many percentage they'll actually join you. Like it'd be like 20% that they'll join you, and the other like 80% they're not. Sometimes you may be lucky that 20% may actually be they may actually join you. There's actually some, and after like a few times, like the scouting option will like turn dark, so you can't scout them, so you have to like run away, or you just want to beat him up or something and like level up your monsters. Every time you do beat a monster, your monsters do level up, and that's the thing I actually liked about the game. Like it kind of worked the same way as Pokemon, like the leveling up every time you beat a monster and stuff. But scouting is very important. In fact, the majority of the whole thing is that you're gonna need to synthesize them. Um, but also, what I actually liked about the game was they actually did put a story in it. Like a Pokemon, they did the same thing, but you know, um, the thing about that is like you're in a flat area in Pokemon. You're just like running around this way, this way. In this game, it's 3D, and you can see like and you can actually see the monsters like hopping around. The thing is, though, I would not recommend like going near monsters that you really have no chance with. Trust me, they're like unlike Pokemon, it's like when you first begin, you're gonna like start out with like very weak Pokemon, like you're just going in, you see a Bellsprout, and you see a lot of these other weak little Pokemon like a Weedle. This game, however, it's a different story. Like there's different kinds of monsters. Like DQM1, when I first played this game, I saw like slimes everywhere. I saw this big monster. It was actually like a Cyclops. It was blue. I wanted to scout that. If I said, hey, maybe I got slime, maybe I can scout that. As soon as I tried to scout that, I got 0%, even though I hit him because my monster was way too weak. And for that, it should basically beat the crap out of my monsters. Like literally, like they can give you so many damage, and you actually do have like a damage count. Like you can see like how many damage you can take. And I really do like about, and that's what the thing I really liked about it. It was kind of like old RPG style, and I really enjoyed it. Um, the other thing though that kind of was annoying was how though you had to synthesize some of the monsters. Like you literally would have to like get a positive or you have to get a negative, and that can just be annoying, especially if you want a certain monster. Like you literally need like one monster that's a positive and one monster that's a negative. Like, what's the fun in that, really? That's the only complaint I have about that. And like if you want to like try to get this monster, like you'll have to get this monster, but you also have to get like it either has to be a positive or negative, or it can be a positive and negative, which is actually like positive negatives are basically like green circles that you can tell like if it's positive negative or not. Like positives are blue, negatives are red, and positive negatives are green. So you can combine like both of some of the monsters, but you can't. But for some reason, can't really combine to other green ones, which is kind of weird. But the thing is, though, I really enjoy about this was the fact, like how you would have a different monster each time that you synthesized it. Um, it was always nice to see like what kind of monster I had left, was about to get. Sometimes I would wonder like, how come this monster is so small, but yet it's higher, like it's a higher rank than my other monster, which was completely bigger. Like there's like some weird like some kind of weirdness like there. Like I've always had like I was always wondering like why would I want to synthesize this monster to this if it's gonna turn this small? Like you'll literally just be saying that in your head like immediately. I know I've done it like many times. And what I liked about this was the fact is like it showed like no matter how small like the monster can be, it can be very, very dangerous. Like I've been defeated by even small monsters compared to my big ones. And it's really funny if you think about it, really. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. But you know, and this they actually do go by rank actually, which I want to say. They go by A, B, C, D, E, and F. F, as you can tell, is the weakest. E is the second, basically the second weak. The second weakest, really. D is well, you're getting a little stronger. C is basically you're getting a little stronger. B, you're getting a little bit more stronger. A, you're getting stronger, and it doesn't stop there. S, wow, you're strong. And X, dude, you're like a god. Which is actually the X rank monsters are known to be some sort of like gods. Like if you played any Dragon Quest monster, like any kind of game like that, some of these monsters that you get are actually like bosses from other series of like other series of this game, and I really was surprised. Like I actually this monster like you had this one monster you had to face him as a boss. Now I own him. Now I own him. He's all mine. I'm using him to beat all my opponents. And the other thing I loved about this game was the Wi-Fi, the fact that you can actually challenge other people, and I just love it. Now, the thing is, the differences between like one and two is like really, one has has a lot of monsters, but at the same time, there's not as much as DQM two has. Like DQM two has like around over 300 monsters to collect, really. Um, plus that added new ones and stuff. But synthesizing to get strong monsters and DQM2 is a lot harder. It really is a lot harder. Like you will be awake for hours just to get this certain thing done. And DQM one actually it's a lot easier in my opinion. Like I got like a Zoma, which is like a demon monster. He's an X rank. He was pretty easy for me to get over time. Number two is like, wow. It's like you're literally synthesizing all these monsters and stuff. And it's just crazy. Like you need a certain order how to get these monsters and stuff. like it's ridiculous, really. But at the same time, it is fun, and I really do enjoy it. It can be a pain, but it's fun. It can be, ugh. Especially when you're trying to synthesize the monsters. Like you trying to find a positive or a negative, get the certain monster. This is what I recommend. Like play, like in my opinion, like save the game at the area where you see this monster at. Go fight it, scout it, and if you get it, then you know, use that. Then you can save it, like when you're about to synthesize this other monster to get this monster. But remember, save it because if you get the monster, it's like it's a negative or positive, and it's one of those things that you just don't want. Turn it off and try again. It'll save you the trouble, and you won't have to like do all this crap all over again. Because it can get very agitating at times, and like you'll just hate it every time. Other thing, when you're synthesizing the monsters, and after you combine them together to create one monster, and you want that one monster a certain like a positive or negative because you have this other monster you want it to combine to get this other certain one. If that monster's like a plus and your monsters are turned into a plus, then it won't work, and you'll basically have to find like another monster like that or that to like you'll basically have to start over again, and it can be so annoying. What I recommend is like you save where the synthesizing area is, and then like synthesize it and it's not good, like turn it off, try again. Trust me, it works. And really, I really do enjoy this game, and if really I would give it like 4 out of 5 or a 5 out of 5. And like if anybody has this game and wants to like know like which monster to synthesize with, if they want a certain monster, then you know what, you can comment down below, or you can send me a video, and I'll may um you know show you how to synthesize them, or you can go on the internet. But if you do want to find out, then I'll check uh you know I'll check your comments and everything. But by far, if if you're a collector, especially, like you definitely want these games like in your collection, your DS collection, whatever. Like by far, recommend these games to all types of fans out there. Like any gamer, really. It's really fun. I really enjoyed it, and I'm sure you would too. Really, and really that's all I gotta say about them. It can be frustrating at times, but trust me, in the end, when you get the certain monster you want, everything it'll be satisfying. Trust me and all that. All right. This is G for Games. I'm signing out.